Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at Siggraph 2019, and to my left is Jeremy Smith. He is the CTO of Jellyfish Pictures, which is in the UK. So, Jeremy, why don't you tell everybody what Jellyfish Pictures does? And I know that you guys have a bunch of different locations as well, so just maybe talk about how it all works together.
Yeah, sure. So Jellyfish Pictures, we do a lot of work for animation and visual effects, for a wide range of customers. We've been going since over 15 years now. We have offices basically spread throughout the UK. So basically several in London. We've just opened one in the north of England, and the company is doing some great stuff over the past while.
Okay, and how do you work between the studios? I mean, are there some people working in the Brixton studio and some in London, and you're sharing assets, or are you mostly keeping each job in each studio? I mean, how does that work?
Well, we have the flexibility of doing both. We've basically kind of taken a virtualization approach, which allows us to have that flexibility and agility when basically moving people or projects around from one physical building to another, or from one office to another. So essentially wherever those artists or those staff members are, they have exactly the same basic tools and resources and everything else to them. So what project is assigned to really allocate to what building is, we don't really have to worry about that.
Okay, and I know that you guys embraced virtual production, and you guys are going all virtual by the end of the year, or?
Yeah, that's correct.
So can you maybe just tell everybody what that entails, how you set that up? I mean, as CTO, what tools you're using to enable that?
Yeah, sure. So basically we're using like a lot of different tools for that. So we've kind of embraced something called software-defined storage. We use a company from Pixit Media, which are based in the UK for that. We're using a lot of PC over IP from Teradici, and then on top of that, we're able to basically partner with people like AMD and also with say Microsoft Azure to help deliver and execute on the entire thing really.
Okay. Can you talk about some recent projects that you guys completed?
Yeah, so we've basically finished a program called Dennis and Nasha a while ago, which was a kids animation series, but then on the other end of the scale, we basically did some visual effects shots for Star Wars. And so there's a wide range of content between there. There's a few other movies about to be released, can't talk about just yet, but obviously a lot of the stuff on Netflix. So we did some of the work on Innocence for Netflix a while ago, Black Mirror, and so a pretty wide range of work.
And you've been here at Siggraph, this is day 2. What have you seen that's impressed, interesting, both? Just share with us some trends that you've seen as well.
Yeah, well, from a technology perspective, there's a lot of talk about virtualized workstations this year. I mean, historically it's about rendering in the cloud, but I think a lot of people are now talking about virtualized workstations. There's also, again, from a technology point of view, a lot of how machine learning and AI is starting to make its way down into individual products. So it's really, really great to see some of those research papers coming out, and it's very, very clever people here.
Yeah.
And then obviously just to see like the new, also basically how the new tools and basically the new features are going to help aid the creative process, and just in one sense to see technology almost kind of get out of the way and let people be more productive.
Right, and that's happening with the game engines too. Is that something that you've been looking at?
Yeah, no, we're looking at that as well. I mean, Unity and Unreal, and just to see on how those can basically fit into a production pipeline. So yeah, we're very, very interested and keen to see what sort of like value add that they would have, that they would bring to a traditional production really. So so it's really good to see different aspects kind of maturing.
Yep, absolutely. Anything else catch your eye? I know there's a lot of facial performance capture going on. There's some motion capture. Do you guys use that in your work at all?
It would depend on the project, and so if, say, for example, if there's a project coming up where there's a lot of facial animation or anything else like that, it may be worth looking at. So, but that's one of the reasons why we're here this year. Just a few people from Jellyfish, just to see where things are, what the current trends are, and just to see how it would integrate with existing pipelines and so forth. So, it's always fascinating to see these research papers turn into something material that has production value.
Sure, absolutely. Jeremy, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. And Randy Altman, Post Perspective, Jeremy Smith, Jellyfish Pictures.
Thank you very much.
You.